Let's start with the general spring practice update. How are the training sessions going?
Training sessions have been good. I was telling someone the other day, it's probably the best semester we've had since I've been here. Just as far as our training environment's been really good, competitive. The girls have been very focused. The level's been good. It's the first time that I felt like we've really been all in what we're doing, and I've told the girls that, and I think they know they've been very good, and I think they're getting an idea of what it takes to be good.
So only one exhibition match so far in the spring, but the team picked up a win. Talk about how you guys did in that match, and then where the goals came from as well.
Considering the weather that we had the couple weeks leading up to that game, we weren't really outside too much. Didn't get to work on everything we wanted to. I thought we exceeded my expectations. Played well, and scored a couple goals. Probably could have had two or three more. So overall, I mean, everyone played and everyone played pretty well considering. So it was a good start, and we're looking forward to playing the 5 games we have coming up over the next 3 weeks.
Okay. With the rest of the spring season, obviously it's a good time for development. But kind of what are the general goals for the program during spring?
Win. We want to win in the spring. Obviously, we need to improve and develop and all that stuff like everyone talks about. But winning is important to our program right now. We have to get a winning mentality, and the only way you do that is by winning games. So we're not going to hide behind the fact that it's spring and use that as an excuse if we don't win. We want to win games, and if we don't, we'll be disappointed.
Okay. So the team recently announced a challenging 2015 schedule, 9 home matches. Average opponent RPI is 98. Talk about that schedule a bit.
Yeah, I mean, we always are going to schedule with the idea of what do you have to do to build a postseason resume, and the ACC obviously takes care of itself from a strength of schedule standpoint. But out of conference, you still have to get the right amount of games on your schedule that give you a chance to make the NCAA tournament. So we have a good combination of out of region, in region games, home and away. We have a couple top 20 opponents, and so we're comfortable with the schedule we have. I think we're going to have a team that's going to be a little more competitive to play that schedule, and we're excited for that schedule.
Okay. Part of that schedule, the team's hosting a tournament in Raleigh in September. It's the first time that's happened in a few years. You guys specifically will be playing Oregon and William & Mary, and Wake Forest will also be in town. Talk about the opportunities that a home tournament presents.
It just gives you a chance to get multiple teams in one place and hopefully get a good crowd out. When we partner up with an ACC program, it's not tough to find 2 opponents that want to come in and get 2 ACC games. So for those teams to come in and get to play us and Wake, it's a great thing. And then for us and Wake, we're getting 2 really good non-conference games against Oregon, who's a good Pac-12 team, and then William & Mary, who's perennially a top team in the CAA.
So kind of on that note, in the ACC, you're always part of one of the toughest schedules in the country. What kind of good opportunities does that present for a program?
I mean, your players get better playing that competition day in, day out. From a postseason standpoint, you're guaranteed to have a very strong strength of schedule. But again, you have to win some of those games, and that goes back to the non-conference portion of the season. If you play a good non-conference portion of the season, that's going to prepare you to play the Virginias, the Florida States, the Dukes, and so on. So, we love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's just game in, game out. It's what makes this job great.
So rising sophomore Franziska Jaser has been spending some time recently with the U19 German women's national team. Tell us about how she's been doing and what that means for her development as a player.
She had a great week. I communicated a little bit with Yaz after her last game. She got to start and captain the side when they played Italy. She played half of the last game. Most of the roster played at least a game and a half over their trip to Spain. She had a good week, according to the coaches, and it looks like she'll be going back for their qualifiers in April. So, we're thrilled for her, and it just shows the impact a kid can have on the international stage while still playing at NC State. They're going to get better. I think she feels that she's developed physically, and she's played a different style with us. It's different than what she does with the national team, but in turn, I think that helps her game be more well-rounded.
Okay. Strong class of 6 signed to join the program for the 2015 season. Tell the viewers a little bit about that class and what to expect from them.
Well, I mean, we have a little of every position. I think we have players that can all make an impact, fairly quickly, and that's what we need. Is we needed to add some players that could have an impact, some players that were going to add depth, players that were going to make our environment more competitive in training for spots. We put a lot of time into that class. It's really the first class we were able to identify and track over the full 24-month cycle from when we arrived. And we love our class, and we think they're going to be, have a good impact in the fall.
Okay, great. Coach, I think that's all we have for you. Thanks for the time.